smack of my God, my friends. This donation from my good buddy Wilson from Chicago. Awesome dude. Watches my stuff, and he told me, I saw that video you did not too long ago where you said you were in a good mood. Well, I hope nothing ruined it. Nah, dude, so far the good moods are rolling, bro. But you know something's gonna happen. Life is life, man. Life is gonna give me a good right hook when I don't see it coming. I'm ready for it, but at the moment, let's just enjoy the coolness of life before it beats you down and you get back up and enjoy it again. So what he asked me to do is rank all the Thin Lizzy albums. Now, honestly, this one was pretty tough for me. I gotta say, Thin Lizzy to me has a perfect discography. They don't have a bad album. I love the Eric Bell stuff. Matter of fact, my bottom album is not one of the Eric Bell stuff. My bottom album's a great album though. It's a great album, and I'm pretty sure probably 100% people will disagree with me, but hey, I still think it's a great album. We agree there. But I'm telling you, I like the other albums more. And yeah, this was torturous. I know number one. Oh yeah, and also Wilson said, I don't know what you meant about this, Wilson, but he said up to Black Rose. But I'm thinking, yeah, but there's still a couple after Black Rose. So I don't know, maybe I misread that. I'm going to throw them all in here. If you meant only the Black Rose, then just ignore the two. I think it's 2 albums after Black Rose. Alright? Because I put them all here from the first Thin Lizzy album all the way to Thunder and Lightning. You know, no live albums, though, you know, Live and Dangerous, I have that. Still Dangerous is a really good live one. From, I think, Philadelphia. Then Life, the Life live album is great. I got another one that's like, man, let me grab them. Let me show you all. They're all cool stuff, man. Screw the editing. That's what I say. Oh, man. I'll find them. Just be a little patient with me, alright? Screw editing. Yeah. Thin Lizzy rules, and I'm going to show you right now. There's a couple cool live things. I got them right here. I got them all. Alright. Here's some bonus material stuff that has nothing to do with the ranking. I got the Cold Sweat single that has Angel of Death and Don't Believe a Word live, but not with John Sykes. It's with Snowy. But this has Cold Sweat and Bad Habits. Love that song. Bad Habits. Alright, and this one, I've seen a lot of people complain, oh, the sound ain't good. I love Life. This is a great, great, great live album, if you ask me. I gotta say, man, as much as I love the studio version, my favorite version of Gotta Give It Up is on this album. I think that album's amazing. Of course, the pinnacle, the greatest Thin Lizzy live album. And the greatest live album, one of the greatest live albums, period. Can't go wrong with Live and Dangerous. And this one, this is a good one I was just talking about. Still Dangerous. Where was it? Philadelphia. This is an awesome one. Great version of Opium Trail on here. It's a lot of cool stuff, man. And then last but not least, this was Record Store Day thing, and this was at the Hammersmith in November of 1976. So this was Johnny the Fox tour. Incredible. Alright, so now we go into the ranking. Yes, the one at the bottom of the barrel, again, you know, hey, if you don't understand how much I love this album, even though I put it at the bottom, then I kind of agree with you. What the hell's wrong with me? This one's at the bottom. That's right. I'm telling you, perfect discography. But this, man, We Will Be Strong. Chinatown's great. My favorite on here is Sugar Blues. Killer on the Loose, Genocide. It's a great album. It is. I just like the other ones more. All right? Excuse me with pardon me. All right, next. The second one. Shades of a Blue Orphanage. I love this album. Now, I will tell you, of course, like everybody else, I got into Thin Lizzy during, like, you know, Bad Reputation, Jailbreak, you know, the Scott Gorham Robinson stuff. That's how I first got into them. You know, and then I got into the Gary Moore and the Snowy White and the John Sykes. The last thing I checked out was the first 3 albums, which is really a completely different band. It really is. They sound different. It doesn't sound like what Thin Lizzy would turn into. Mainly because, you know, the amazing harmonic guitar solos are gone. But I've grown to love it. I love all these albums. Man, I love Chinatown, and I like this one even more. It shows you, man. This is a great album, man. I absolutely love Shades of a Blue Orphanage. All right, next. Another one for the Eric Bell. I'll be honest with you. Next 3 are Eric Bell. I love them, but next 3 are Eric Bell. And this one I bought not too long ago, actually. It was the only one I needed for my Thin Lizzy collection, the very first album. And I've heard it a million times. You know, I listen to MP3s, you know, that air music. I prefer this right here, physical media. I like holding it. Yeah, and rubbing it. Oh, and licking it and doing something else to it, but I can't do that on YouTube. Hell yeah. First Thin Lizzy album. And I love this one because it brings a bunch of bonus stuff. And one of my favorite songs, which is like on none of the records, is Dublin. And Dublin's on here. The bonus, there's a lot of bonus tracks. It has like fucking 8. I think it has as many bonus tracks as the actual album has. I love it. First Thin Lizzy album. Amazing stuff. Next one's, all right, the third one they did with Eric Bell. Vagabond of the Western World. Awesome again, man. This album, you know, Mother Nature Said, and Little Girl in Bloom, The Rocker. A lot of great stuff. Gonna Creep Up on You. Another great tune, man. Totally different, but amazing song, amazing album. I love it. This is my favorite of the Eric Bell stuff. All right, now we go into, and oddly enough, it is the first one, which is odd. I have it on vinyl. I can't find it. I know I have it on vinyl because I played it not too long ago, so I must have placed it in the wrong direction. But I also have it on compact disc. Nightlife. I love Nightlife. Sha-La-La is amazing. She Knows. It's Only Money, good heavy track. I'm Still in Love with You. I know it's one of their biggest. I never liked that song. And I think this is even worse than the live version. I could do without that. Showdown, amazing stuff. Nightlife, great album. This is the first of the Thin Lizzy. And then the next one of the Thin Lizzy is Fighting. Great album, amazing album. Fighting My Way Back. Wild One. There's a lot of great stuff on here. Rosalie, great cover. Yeah. Now I'm having a brain fart. It's Nightlife, right? Nightlife's first, then Fighting, right? I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Correct me in the comments below. And then I'll scratch my balls. Alright, this one should be higher. Bad Reputation. This was actually my very first Thin Lizzy album. I found this. This ain't the one though I bought, because I bought it in the 70s in the cutout bin. It had those little things cut out, so I got a different copy. Because I'm sure that one scratched the hell. I'm sure I gave it away to somebody. Wasn't worth selling. I couldn't have sold it. But anyway, this is the first one I ever bought. And I loved it. I fucking loved it. Especially the title track and Opium Trail. Those two songs. And I'll be honest with you, when I was a little kid, I never played side 2. Never did. I only played side 1 over and over again. Then, you know, when I got a little older, I played side 2 because I got a little more adventurous. And I'm glad I took the risk on putting on side 2 because, my God, side 2 has, you know, Killer Without a Cause, Dear Lord, Downtown Sundown. Amazing stuff. Bad Reputation. Should be higher. It should be higher. But they're all great. Alright, next. Probably their most popular one. Well, it is the most popular one. The only album they released that went gold in America. And rightfully so. This is a gem. You know, you got, you know, Boys Are Back in Town, Jailbreak, yes, everybody knows that. But man, Warrior, Emerald, the Cowboy song, which I think the Cowboy song's better on the live version. It's kind of a little too slow here. I don't mind it, but I prefer the live version. Yeah, man, this album's fucking... Angel from the Coast may be my favorite. That deep track on this album may be my favorite song on the album. Everything on here is fucking amazing. Jailbreak is... I like this. That's just cool. That would look really good on somebody's back as a tattoo. I'm sure probably somebody does have it as a tattoo. I would get that totally on my back. But I'm a wussy. I'm scared of needles. That's not true. You know, I'm fascinated by tattoos. And why don't I have tattoos? Because I'm so fascinated by them. I really don't know. I don't know. And if I was to get a tattoo, I know exactly what I would want. The Jaws poster. That's what I would want. But it's kind of weird. Where are you going to put it on your body? It's not the whole shark. But at the same time, no. You know what? I'm not going to get a tattoo because I am Dr. Fuckalicious. And it's against my religion. I want to be buried in a Jewish cemetery. You know, because in Jewish cemeteries, they don't allow people with tattoos to get buried. I'm hoping, since I have no tattoos, I get buried in a Jewish cemetery. I hope they can overlook the fact I'm not Jewish. You know, come on. So what if I'm not Jewish? I got no tattoos. I'm going to look into that. If the Jewish cemetery says I can't get in because I'm not Jewish, then I'm getting a damn Jaws tattoo. All right. Oh, now we're coming to the tippy top. Man, I haven't held up my favorite with Robinson and Gorham. I'm about to right now. What? And again, this to me is such, it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. I don't get it. This is the follow-up to Jailbreak, their biggest hit. And this has songs that are just as catchy, just as killer, and in my opinion, overall better album. Don't Believe a Word. Come on, that shit's catchier than The Boys Are Back in Town and Jailbreak combined. That's a massively amazing song. Then you have the incredible ballad Borderline. Oh, Johnny the Fox meets Jimmy the Weed. Massacre. Again, I like the live version more, but I don't mind this version of Massacre. The only song that I really don't care for is Boogie Woogie Dance. To me, it kind of sounds like, all right, we need one more song. It's what ends the album. I don't hate it, but it's filler. It's total filler. But yeah, this is amazing. An amazing album. Rocky, Johnny, great stuff. All right, now we are at the top 3. The top 3, man. Yeah, Wilson, if you said, you know, All Up to Black, just ignore this part. But this album blew my friggin' mind. I got this when it was new. My friend Emilio had it. I heard it. I ran out and bought it. Nobody gave a fuck about Thin Lizzy yet. Here, nobody cared. Nobody cared. This album came out and nobody cared. Except for me. And some of you out there. Some of you. A lot of you didn't discover this till after Phil was dead. There I can understand. You can and this is their most heavy metal album. They did bill it as this is the final Thin Lizzy album. You know it wouldn't have been the final Thin Lizzy album if Phil lived. Come on. But anyway, especially, the resurgence they had. They're much popular now in America, by the underground, really, than it was back in the 70s. Title track, This Is the One. Holy Work, Cold Sweat. Heart Attack. Amazing, amazing album. Thunder and Lightning. Top 2. Wilson, if you wanted me to do it only up to Black Rose, then number 2, ignore number 2 as well. All the way at number 2 is Renegade. That's right, Renegade. Very, to me, the most overlooked gem in the Thin Lizzy discography. The songs on here are unbelievable. Angel of Death, Pressure Will Blow. Leave This Town, my favorite Thin Lizzy song. Even though it's not a popular, it's probably even a filler song. You can call it a filler song on the album. A filler song on this album is my all-time favorite Thin Lizzy song. Then there's Hollywood, Mexican Blood. She Was a Mexican Girl, Fats. What an awesome album. At number 2, and you all know my number 1. You know how I earn a living. With the Black Rose, baby. This is the pinnacle. This is the great, with the great Gary Moore. The only full-length album with Gary Moore. Oh, every song. I've seen people complain about S&M, and I'm like, look, stop complaining. It's a great song. You just don't know it. The whole album is great. Waiting for an Alibi. Oh, Got to Give It Up. Amazing. And of course, my favorite on here is the last song, the Black Rose. But I even love Sarah. I know Sarah it sticks out like a sore thumb. It's a little pussy ballad about his daughter. But I like it. I like the music is totally dated. That I'll tell you. But I love it. I love the vocal structure, the harmonies. I think it's a beautiful tune. I don't mind it at all. With Love, this is an album that has to be played from beginning to end. No doubt about it. The greatest Thin Lizzy album in my world is definitely Black Rose. So there you go, my friends. And hey, Wilson, there you go. Thank you so much, Wilson. Thank you for everything. And you know what I mean by that. You're awesome. And everybody else, you're all awesome too. If you like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring that little notification bell and like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Thin Lizzy's song. I'm trying to think of a song I didn't name in this episode. Listen to the Thin Lizzy song. Are You Ready? And Schmack 'em a gob.